here, welcoming you back for another movie night review. This is movie night review number 380, and it is called The Alter Files Inhuman Resources. It is 1 hour long file of short films. There's about 3 to 4 short films in one on here. So, and they are the short film, the short horror films. Okay. So let's get into the movie night review right now with this Alter Files 1 hour long short film horror file. All right. Okay. So the first movie on this file is called Lunch Ladies. All right. Now, this is one that I've seen before, and I do recognize it very well. It is very gross. That's all I have to really say about that. Um, Lunch ladies, children or teenagers, and then a whole bunch of skin, blood, and organs and things like that. And the main reference on here is Johnny Depp, and I can't tell if if they're cooking his lunch or not. To be honest, he's shown on here a couple or several times. To any dismay, that is. I mean, it is a long process that they're doing, and I can't tell why. Oh, excuse me. I can't tell why. But if I were to say like this one was very fast, and what I remember the most is a lot of head, okay? But and blood and all kinds of stuff. So yeah. Now the second file on this, the second short film on here is called Gray Matter. Okay, so pretty much there's a person who wakes up in from an alley or on a side street, and to his dismay or to what it is, it just seems like something happened to his head. Something definitely happened to his head. He doesn't know. He goes to check it out. He gets smitten by one of the co-workers that he works with, though, as he's going through this trauma. And but something really berserk happens that has a lot to do with when he was knocked out. Okay, so on this one, it's just gross. It really he finds this talking thing at his head part. It's a lot of head that has just come out, and a lot of, you know, I'm not really ruining anything for anyone on this one if I say a little bit, because you're going to just be like, oh my God, I'm just out of it by the time the third one comes on. But anyway, the third short film, now on that one, the one that I'm discussing now, the gray matter is just this little plankton guy that's talking, and they're eating each other. That's all I can say. Now on the third short film, it is called Together, and it is this employer. She has her own business. It's a restoration of, it's like a biohazard company and a remediation biohazard company, and it's a cleaning service, and she cleans up blood, body parts, anything after any kind of biohazard event that has occurred. She cleans up the whole thing. Okay, and she goes to hiring a technician, and yes, something about him, and yes, it's gross. There's nothing There is just like nothing left, and he puts things in his mouth, and she cleans up parts and blood and all kinds of membrane. And when she goes to hire him, he has to explain what the thing is. Now, it also seems like it goes back into her childhood. Her mom discusses something, and these people are just coming to her saying, "This is what happens at your place when I'm working." Okay. So if they're all kind of zombie technical, like, yes, not, yeah, kind of. But if they're workers and then something happens and they have to get it, yeah. And it's just gross, okay? So, all in all, the subject for tonight is good night and have a nice night. I really don't have too much more to say, but I will say this. Too many people want to walk around and do things that they have no business doing. Okay? So if I do I have to say a subject? Yeah. Okay, let me say one subject for tonight. Mockingbird. The mockingbird doesn't do things for you, you do things for you. So if I place a mockingbird, or if the mockingbird comes up, everything is cleaned up and in no disarray. But if things just kind of go out of hand a little bit, it just does it. Good night.